Welcome back into Game Fanatics to a rare second look video. In this one, I am going to be taking a second look at Pirate Patrol. The reason I'm taking a second look at it is during the first look video, I ended up having to cut that one short. Ran into some technical issues. The major one being that I believe I ran into a bug where currently the game's auto resolution detection might have bugged out, and so everything on the screen was offset to where it wasn't in the correct position in the UI for me to be able to do anything in the game. And that plus a bug where my ship ran into a wall and I couldn't turn it and got stuck led to me ending that video early. Today, I am intentionally going to be doing some testing to see if we can recreate these issues. That way we can confirm them for the developer to give them that feedback. And then also seeing if we can come up with a solution to the issue so that we can actually enjoy some of the gameplay. I will say that based off solely my first look at the game, that the way that they are releasing the game, it's like a teaser that shouldn't be there. I understand that they're doing the game in modules. So if you look at the roadmap here, they've got the galaxy map, the character creation module, the inventory and looting system, save and load and settings, companies and factions, map update, and tutorial. As they are developing this game in early access, these things will be released over a period of time. And I'm going to give my feedback on how I think this should go. Right now, the current version of the game, it's not much of a game, and that's a problem. It's like the gameplay that they put together in order to show what the game can become, but most of it's non-functional, so there's no reason why it should be getting given to us. It should be cut out for now until those modules are functionally ready. What I mean by that is the character creation module. Currently, when you start a new game, you get the character creation. Currently, it's only one character, which makes sense because it's not really implemented yet. But you go through a bunch of choices to create the background for your character. But that's not implemented yet. So you still have to physically go through those choices each time you start the game, but they don't do anything functionally. Hi, Tokyo. What are you doing up there? Wrong chair. Sorry about that. Wrong chair. She thinks I'm in my other chair, I think. And so currently, those choices should not be in this version of the game. They should be taken out until that part is ready and implemented. Something else that I've noticed is the very next thing that should happen is at least the ability to save and load your game. Otherwise, this is simply something that is like a demo, where you load it up, you play it, and when you're done, that's it. However, this is an early access game. You need to implement the ability to save and load your game so that way people can play through the game in multiple sittings, not just in one. In regards to settings, the bug we ran into seems to be with their auto detection of resolution. At least that's what the developer has stated as well. They think that might be the issue that I ran into, and I believe so as well. We will test that today. I'm currently running it on the same settings that I ran it on previously, to see if we run into that issue again. If we do, then I will change the settings on my end to hopefully fix that issue, and then we'll run it some more to see if that's still the problem. The tutorial's not a big deal to not have until later in the game, especially for an early access game. They have a sufficient thing where you can bring up and show all the basic controls. However, some of those controls are inaccurate as well. That's a problem. But we'll get into it. But yeah, so we will go over these things as we go. So continue load, those don't do anything. Settings, the only stuff you have control over is the volume. You turn on off the tutorial. This is the key map, which I am going to work on seeing how much, how useful this is within the game. We're going to do that today. The help screen with the how to play. Where is it? Screen map. No, that's not what I'm looking for. There's one of these I looked at before. Six is one I figure out. This panel displays which turret is targeting which enemy and the enemy's status. Right click on a targeted enemy in the bottom row to disengage the turrets. How do you engage the turrets? Manually select targets for large turrets and missile turrets. Small turrets automatically engage approaching enemies if no target is assigned. Select turrets by pressing their corresponding number or by left-clicking on them. Okay. I remember... What am I thinking of? Did this change since the last time I played? No, here we go. So this right here, to move the mothership on the map, right-click on your mothership and right-click where you want to go. Let's address that first. Alright, so start a new game. This is annoying because this part also means absolutely nothing right now. But you physically have to go through this process every time in order for you to be able to play. So you have to click and drag 6 pilots, click and drag 6 fighters. Click and drag 1 of each type of officer, or 2 of each type. 1 of each type because 1's already assigned of each type automatically. And then you get into here, where you get the backstory of the game, which this does sound interesting.
Captain.
Okay, so this is because I did the tutorial, I believe? Alright, Captain, robot chip gangs, fighters have appeared in Mars orbit, and they've spied us. Our main cannon is not ready to fire yet. It's the mid-gun. Recommending you launch fire to secure the father at all costs. There are also some new weapons in the father's cargo that we are carrying for testing. You can use any of them in battle as you see fit. It's surprising how far the robot warriors have penetrated. The Navy will send its ships to the region to investigate the situation. It would be a good idea to leave Mars orbit for a while so that the father, which we have secretly developed, goes unnoticed. So I click on the turret. Do I have to right click? No, left click. But see how it's like selecting and then it's disappearing on here? I don't know if that's just because of the time gone by. Yeah, so like my turrets aren't doing anything. They won't lock on. Now they're fighting. Maybe they just had to wait. One of our ships is getting hurt. Let's return that one. Alright, so one of the things you're supposed to do is pick up loot. But it looks like first you have to scan loot. It's probably a shortcut key I'm missing here. Hey, we got some loot. My turret blueprints can be salvaged at this stage of early access. So here's one that is salvaged item. It's got a couple of mini turrets. One's got a main turret, and that one's got a mini turret. That's another main turret. So if we take our ships and then loot, should grab that stuff and bring it to me. Yeah, it is a range thing with the small turrets to where it won't actually lock on unless the target's actually there in your way or visible. So the main turret does take some time to charge up, but it does look like it does some pretty good damage. I think I'm supposed to leave the area, but I have no clue how to get outside of zones. It's like, for example, my ship, the Father, I don't think it can go any further than this. Yeah. So that's the furthest it can go, and now it's stuck. Right? Can I turn it? Okay, so you can turn it if you get the right angle. That's good. I don't think I wanted to turn it this way, though, because now I'm going to hit this asteroid with it. Oh. Now we got enemy ships again. Alright, so we cleared all of those ships. I guess the only part I really don't understand is how you leave once you're in a map. Because if you go to the galaxy map, you like tell your ship to go somewhere. I don't know how you like leave a place. My guys to all return for now, while we try and figure this out. Oh, what's this? What's going on? Not sure why the game keeps smart pausing on me. Okay, so it seems like this is the only space I can occupy right now. Oof, that hit me. At least we haven't run into the technical issues yet. Oh, that's weird. One of the loots just disappeared. Well, anyways, let's try and get... Yeah, so as you can see here, I hit a hard wall here.
New pirate ships on the scanner.
Oh. Seems we've gotten stuck again. Come on. Get off that wall. Yeah, it's like this. Is this it? I can't do anything else. Let's switch out some guns, shall we? Oh, here we go. Now the interface is messed up. See how it's off center here? There's boxes up here I can't see properly. The ship itself is hanging off the screen, so it looks like we've once again managed to bug out the game a little bit. At least on that screen, the resolution is not okay. And yeah, see how it's messing up again now. It's not as bad as it was before, but it's clearly like, see how it's not looking right? There's two cursors now on the screen. So we've once again encountered this bug. Now, I believe it has to do with screen resolution, so we're going to change our resolution to see if that fixes the issue. I will be right back. Okay, we've now changed the game settings from my 1440p resolution to a 1080p resolution. Let's see how the game handles it now. Okay, so unfortunately we gotta go through this part again, even though this does not matter. Now, it's possible that it does, like, some of these stats for, like, the ships would still matter, but it's not like you can play a game for more than one session, so long term, there's no real benefit. I mean, none of the officers have any skills, they're all level 0s. Not gonna be able to play long enough to really level them up. Especially if we can't figure out how to leave a zone once you're in it. We've yet to be able to do that.
Captain, we've entered planetary orbit. The father's repair work has begun.
Now, this time I know I did not turn on tutorial, so I'm not sure what's going on, because it's not like I'm choosing to go to Mars. It's just automatically doing it. But look, see, this looks good now. So you got some prototype turrets, a rare turret. Some main turret? Must be. Way worse than my current one, though. We're just trying out different turrets for the fun of it. Uh-oh. Okay. Cool. So this screen here, I believe, is probably supposed to bring up, like, the customization screen for your fighters, pilots. So you got nothing in cargo. Here's our bridge, launch bays, fighters, pilots, officers, world map. Here's our cargo, our actual, like, I don't have any cargo, but got engine mods for them, service drones. Cool. Okay, how do I get back to the main screen now? There we go. Alright, we gotta launch our fighters. Move our ship forward so it's in attack range. Alright, all my ships are out. Why can't I target neutral ships? That's boring. Interesting. There's turbo speed on our fighters. That's kind of cool.
Enemy ambush.
Alright, so I can't seem to be able to do anything other than hang out right here next to Mars. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if I loot everything and clear it multiple times, will it actually take me to the next part of this part of the game. Why are you dogfighting? Go scan instead. I don't even know where they would be dogfighting.
Captain, we've entered planetary orbit. The father's repair work has begun.
Okay, so just auto repairs when I'm within range, I guess. Not that I need repairs, I'm at full health, full everything. Yeah, it looks like I can't target other ships. I can just move my fighters around. Back on escort duty for now. Go ahead and return them all. I've noticed my menu at the top there is gone. Oh, wait, there it is. Only when you're paused does it show up. Good to know. So we've got the map here. We've got all this stuff, but I can't do anything here. Like, if I could fly around and, you know, do different things, then this might be interesting for now, but at the moment it's just a visual representation of what the game can later become. But there doesn't appear to be any actual gameplay currently other than fighting these fighters here on Mars, next to Mars.
planetary orbit. The Father's repair work has begun.
Cool. Anything more interesting? Nope. Okay. So yeah, guys, this appears to be all the gameplay currently available, which is like 2 minutes of gameplay. And then just a lot of showing off like what they are building upon, which when you're in the map, like when you're in the, like a zone to do the combat battles and stuff, the UI is fairly clean. It gives you the information you need about the ammo, fuel, health, movement of each of your individual fighters. Like this has the potential to be a really cool carrier combat game, where that's the focus of the gameplay, is on going through the zones, leveling up your characters that you pick, getting skills, and fighting tough combats. For now, though, it's just a demo. It's not an early access game. This is just a visual demo of what's to come. So as I said, it's worth wishlisting and keeping an eye on, but I wouldn't bother playing this game for a while still. Not till they've developed quite a bit more in the game. I was able to reproduce the issue with my overlay, and as you can tell, like, it's not been an issue since we started back up. Everything seems to be fine, where I only have the single mouse cursor. It's not getting offset by me just going through some of the screens and becoming not properly functional. It didn't break as badly as that other time. I could still use it for the buttons, but when on the map, it's on the screen itself, like combat screen, I'd get the double buttons and I couldn't really click on things that I was hovering over. I did manage to not fully get my ship stuck this time, but I did get them to the point where I had to repeatedly do this in order to get him to not be stuck on the edge of the map. It's kind of silly that they've limited it, because they definitely changed it some from when I just played it the other week. They've limited it some to where it's just this Mars thing. You're not on the global map. You don't have to initially pilot yourself on the global map to get to this Mars area, but it's now just this smaller box, and it's just a wave or two of enemy fighters that come at you, and then that's it. That's all the gameplay. I don't know how to leave this zone. And unfortunately that is it, because yeah, that's all there is. So yeah, keep an eye on this one, guys, but definitely don't bother picking it up until much later state. I will likely do a third or fourth look at this game when its development warrants it. But at this time, there's nothing here. It just doesn't warrant at this time doing anything else. Yeah. Hope this was helpful. I did notice this first look video had gotten a lot of views, so I wanted to address some of the things I came across in that first look video for the developer and give them some more feedback. Yeah. But we'll keep an eye on this one, and I will see you again next time.